Bloemhof is still tense, and businesses are continuing to feel the heat of the total shutdown here in Bloemhof. As you can see in the background, the businesses are still not operating, and so business owners and some community leaders and farmers here in Bloemhof have now come together to form a committee where they are hoping to come up with some resolutions or a way forward to help with the situation here in Bloemhof. We're going to speak to one of the members of the committee, Mr. Dan Lotering. So thank you very much for joining us. Tell us, you have now formed this committee. What is the whole point of you forming this committee now?
We, as concerned citizens of Bloemhof and the Agricultural Union, had a meeting last night where we formed a joint committee to try and solve the problem for us. We are now in the middle of a fight between the police and the community about policing and about general crime, and we are held ransom now by closing our businesses, and we had to pay a price now for nothing. So we feel with the community about the crime, but we are not prepared to damage the economy and damage the workers that working for us pockets by closing down and keep the workers away from work. They will reach nothing like that. They won't solve the problem by that. They will only creating a bigger problem.
Okay, and then last night when you had this meeting, as a committee, were you able to come up with some resolutions or maybe a way forward in terms of assisting?
We got some resolutions. We also issue a media statement wherein we point out certain points that's very important, and we will take it from there on and see what we can do.
Are you able to, at this point, share with us some of those important points on the media statement?
The first important point that we made is to say that we've got sympathy with the community about the crime. The second thing that we say is that the police was creating this problem by not doing their work, and they keep on creating the problem even bigger by not doing their work. For instance, there was a certain Brigadier Sabata that issued a media statement wherein he informed everybody not to react on the letter that was in social media because nothing's going to happen. And you see for yourself what happened yesterday. So we say that we must fix the problem where it is. We must solve the problem where it is.
Okay.
We can't solve the problem in the businesses and in the streets. The N12, for instance, is a national key point. The police got an act that permit them and give them the mandate to keep a national key point running, not closing it down. They must open it and protect it.
Okay, and now that you're mentioning business, I do remember earlier on you did mention that some businesses, in fact, are closing now because of the situation here in Bloemhof.
There's a lot of businesses that I spoke to this morning already. For instance, there's a house right on the N12 that closed down. They say they can't do business like that. They normally doesn't survive if it's going good. By losing a week or 2-3 days, they can't survive. So they're selling the business and they pull out.
And it's not only just businesses, but also farms as well.
The farms, we got 2 big carrot farms. They're losing millions of rands and they're losing contracts. If they get workers to pack the stuff now, they must re-enter a market. That's very, very competitive.
Okay, the very last question before we wrap up. So how would you like the police to handle this situation and get it under control?
The police got a mandate to protect people against crime. They must protect us against any crime, not certain crimes. Secondly, if we lay a charge, we got the right as citizens of this country, according to the Constitution. They must do a proper work on that case, not do it halfway. And they must take it to justice, and justice got the work to see that case through the court.
Okay.
For instance, we worked hard on stock theft for 4 years. We got a very big loss on stock theft. For 4 years, this police and this court could only find 3 people guilty on stock theft. Only 3.
Yeah. Okay. No. Thank you very much. Due to time constraints, we're going to have to leave it there. There you have it there, a committee that has now been formed by business owners and community leaders and some farmers here in Bloemhof as an effort of trying to assist to find a way forward from this situation here in Bloemhof. That's where we're going to leave it for now. It's back to you in studio.